What's going on, guys? This is GameZia and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 megas based on stats. So when I mean based off stats, it's going to be the total stats, and it's going to be a different video, and it's going to be a different way of looking at megas. A lot of people argue that certain megas are better than others, but this is just going to be about stats. This is going to be about the Uber tier, because not a lot of people take a look at the Uber tier because they're so powerful. So we're going to be jumping and looking at some of the stats today. Alright, so jumping right into it, we're going to be going for number 10, and that's going to be Mega Metagross. And the total RV stats for Mega Metagross is going to be 700. So 700, and then the big key ones, I'm going to be looking at speed and attack. Attack is going to be either attack or special attack. So Mega Metagross has 110 speed and 145 attack. And then it also has an ability called Tough Claws, which boosts the power of contact moves by 33%. So number 9 on this list is going to be Mega Tyranitar, which has a total RV of 700 stats. It's going to have 71 speed and 164 attack. It also has some very tanky stats. It's similar to Metagross, except it has lower speed. So it puts stats elsewhere, like attack and for defense purposes. Mega Tyranitar, its ability summons a sandstorm basically, so that is useful for taking out other Pokemon that aren't ground type. So number 8 is going to be Mega Garchomp. Mega Garchomp has a total stats of 700, has 92 speed and 170 attack. And it has an ability that during a sandstorm, it increases the power of rock type and ground type and steel type moves by 30%. Next up, we have number 7 and 6, and these are going to be similar Pokemon. It's going to be Mega Latias and Mega Latios. Mega Latias is going to be number 7. They both have the same stats with a total RV of 700 again. All of these are going to have 700 or above. That's just how crazy it gets the later you get. Mega Latias is going to have 110 speed and only 140 special attack. It's going to have Levitate, which is okay. You can avoid Earthquake, things like that. But the big thing with this one is you can get Soul Dew, which is going to raise your attack, special attack and special defense by 50% more. So if you do that off a base stat of 140, you're going to have 210 base special attack, which is crazy. And what's even crazier is number 6, which is Latios, and it has the same RV stat 700, 110 speed also, but it has 160 special attack. So it has 20 more special attack than Latias, and it also has the Levitate ability. But if you do the Soul Dew on this Pokemon, it's going to increase its power by 50% more, and it's going to have 240 base special attack. Yeah, I know, broken, right? And the reason why this is because in the real game, you need to have a Mega Evolution item in order to evolve your Pokemon in battle. And this one, once you get to Mega Form, if you can have an item held on top of that, you can have a Mega Pokemon and still get the benefits of the Soul Dew. So normally you either have to choose between Mega or Soul Dew, but in this case you get access to both of them, which is nuts. That being said, the only time I've ever seen Soul Dew in the game is in Arena when I'm using a Latias or Latios in Arena. So who knows if it's even available to us. Number 5 is going to be Primal Groudon, and its total stats are going to be 770. It's going to have 90 speed and 180 attack, and it's going to have the ability Sunny Day. So these next 3 are going to be the 3 primals, and it's crazy to me because 770 stats is just like so much higher than the next tier of Pokemon, so it's 70 stats more than those. These are going to be a lot harder to get. These aren't so much free to play, guys. You got to get them in the Timed Edelman's event, so definitely not easy to get. So next up, we're going to have number 4, which is going to be Primal Kyogre. and it's going to have a total stats again of 770, and it's kind of like Primal Groudon, except the speed is going to be exactly the same, but the attacks are basically flipped. So it's going to have a special attack of 180 instead of an attack of 180, and it's going to have a Rain Dance. So it's going to be more of a special attacker instead of an attacker like Primal Groudon. So third up on our list is going to be Mega Rayquaza, with a total RV stats of 780 and a really good speed of 115, and it's going to have 180 stats on both attacks. So this is really cool, because if you get a nature that buffs either attack or special attack, you can actually customize your Rayquaza for each of those natures. So that's really cool. So it can learn either the special or physical attack one, depending on how you build them. And then it has an ability, Strong Winds, which causes moves that would be super effective against flying type to deal neutral damage instead of super effective damage. So that's very good because he is flying type, so he will be attacked by Ice Beam and Thunder moves. Number 2 is going to be Mega Mewtwo, and it's going to be Mega Mewtwo X. And the reason why X is second and not first is because it only has 190 attack compared to Mega Mewtwo Y, which has 194 attack. There's a lot of cases where Mewtwo X is better. Actually, in this list, Mewtwo X is one of the only fighting types that has a stab, that you can put a stab on it, because nothing else on this list reaches that high of stats and has a fighting type base. So as you can guess it, number 1 is also going to be Mega Mewtwo Y, and the only reason why I put both of these on this list is because their base stats are going to be 780. This is crazy, guys. If you have an opportunity to get both of them, I would recommend to do it, just because they're so diverse in what they do. The only thing is they don't tank very well, but their speed is insane. Mega Mewtwo Y has a base speed of 140 and 194 special attack. Mega Mewtwo X has 130 speed and 190 attack. So X has 130 speed. Anything above like 120 is usually pretty insane. So these guys having that kind of stats is insane. And another thing is very similar to Rayquaza. Depending on the stats of Mewtwo, the nature of Mewtwo, you can actually decide from that whether it's going to be an X or a Y based off its nature. So just to recap a little bit, guys, this is why a lot of these Pokemon are banned in the real game, is because their stats are so high. They're not unbeatable. You can still get other strategies in order to beat them. Some of them you could even take down with like Toxic, just burning them down like that. But these are just some of the highest stats in the game, to where if you just threw this person out and you had no brain, you could still do very well. So this is why a lot of these guys are banned in a lot of the competitive scene. So these are going to be the top 10 total stat Pokemon that we can get in this game. There's a lot of other Pokemon that we don't know about. If you guys do know about these Pokemon, please leave them, leave the base stats in the comments below. It'd really help out. Hopefully we can get some of these stats figured out. But Zapdos, Dragonite, Suicune, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Melodic, Weevil, Dialga, Palkia, even Giratina has like a origin form. I don't know if it has the same stats as that or not. Cresselia, is Mawile or Sableye even in the game? Can they even get a Mega? I don't think so, but there's still a lot of questions that we don't know. So while this list may seem very generic, there's a lot of things we don't know. So I will be coming out with other lists, like top 10 Mega Speed teams. So a lot of sweepers like Darkrai, and like even Mega Beedrill has like a ton of speed. So we'll be coming out with other lists and other Pokemon. These aren't 100% my favorite, but these are the best total stat Pokemon. So at the end of the day, you're going to have a ton of stats and you're going to do a ton of damage. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys want to see another top 10 video, maybe about Pokemon that we have right now, like I said, we don't know Melodic, Zapdos we don't even know, so there's a lot of ifs in that. Dragonite we don't even know, which a lot of people have. So hopefully we can get some more knowledge on that, but there are a lot of people that have these megas, so if you guys want to know what some of the other megas are, what their abilities do, things like that, just leave it in the comments below. Give me some ideas and I'll look into it. So with that being said, if you guys like this kind of content, just keep coming back. Please subscribe, really helps out the channel, and I'll just keep going, and hopefully we can get some stuff that you guys enjoy. So otherwise, this is Gamezia signing out.